sleeping on a little roll-out mat on the floor. I like my creature comforts. So one of the things I needed to make sure I had was a camp bed. And I saw this little one on Amazon, and I can't believe how easy it is to put up. Oh, and it just fits this way at the moment. It's alright, I'll probably sleep sideways anyway. And then there's a zip. Oh. Hold on. There's a zip on this side. Oops. Well, you're right-handed, so zip all the way across. How easy was that? Whether it's comfortable is going to be a question that I'll ask myself in the morning. But I'm going to sleep sideways on. Ta-da! My bed for the night. Here it is, my bark mat. So let's see, 15 puffs. Or am I going to be passing out? I normally have the big blue like flock ones, but I needed something that could pack into a backpack nice and easily. Right, that was 10. Wow, head rush. So 10 that end, and then there's a pillow end this end. So this, there we go. And that was 7 puffs, and it sounded like a dying wow. That's why I put it to music. So that's on that. You know what? Let's hope it flattens out for later. I think I might have overinflated it, and that's why they look a little bit creased. Time will tell how it'll be in the morning, whether I have a good night's sleep or not. It's exciting. Now this is something I haven't done in a long time. Chopping wood. But I've got a bag of wood from the farm shop, and I kind of figured I'll chop it down further because they don't always burn straight away. You need smaller bits first of all. They're always too big. So here we go. No, oh, first try. Let's try again. Things you have to do, eh? Yes, I've got it. Oh. How annoying is that? There we go. Not a very good bit. Yes! Yay! It's safe to say that chopping wood is a new hobby of mine. It took a little bit of practice, lots of bits of wood flying everywhere. My fire pit for tonight is going to be great. And there's my little stash of logs. The perimeter is fenced off, and that's my own plot for the whole weekend. I actually got overwhelmed when I got here and had a little cry because it's just so beautiful. And my tent's set up now. Everything's new and fresh, so it should feel pretty. And yeah, I also, as I left the flat today, I found my guitar. I've not played it in 5 years, so it'd be good if I do get to play it. It's beautiful. It's just stunning. I figured I'd let you know what I'm doing and where I'm up to. I have come to Badgells Wood campsite for the night, actually for 2 nights, to get back in touch with nature again. get off, slightly off grid. I have got my phone with me, but everything else, back to nature. It's so peaceful here, and the facilities are great. The showers, toilets, but you are in the middle of nowhere. They've given me a really secluded spot, which means I get some peace and quiet. Lots of mosquitoes. So, and it's one thing I forgot was mosquito spray. So I went to the farm shop or the campsite shop and got some mosquito repellent wipes. So I think I'm going to be using this quite a lot through the evening. I'll light a fire later. Food wise tonight, the site has a pizza oven on a Friday night. So I pre-booked my pizza. I told my fella funeral workers that it was a Napoli pizza, and they were like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "It's anchovy pizza," and he was quite disgusted. He thought it was going to be a yucky pineapple one, but no, it was even worse than that for him. It was anchovy. So, but it's one of my favourite pizzas, and it's really hard to get it in this country. So it's really nice to have them sell it. That's it. I'm not going to get bit now. They're all starting to come out. I need to get that fire lit. I haven't been camping for over 5 years, so let's say nearly 6 years it's been since I actually last pitched a tent and camped, and I've never camped on my own. This is the first time, and I've done the extreme. I'm first time middle of the woods, cut off from a lot of people, and it's so empowering and so freeing. I think I'm totally socialised out recently and needed this break to reground myself. So it's just me, the pizza I ordered, and a bottle of cider. I'm going to enjoy this and then light my fire. So, cheers. This is my gorgeous guitar. As you can see, absolutely covered in dust. I'll give you an idea on how dusty it is. Ready? Look at that. Disgraceful. All you musicians out there, please let me off. It's been on display in my hallway for a couple of years now. I decided that, well, I just grabbed it. I don't know whether I can play anymore, but I'll give it a little go a little bit later. Even I'll just play a few chords to myself. Might be a nice hobby to re-pick up. So before I got to have a little go on my guitar, it was time to go and collect my pizza. So this is an idea of the little walk all the way to the pizza ovens. I've sped it up quite a lot because nobody wants to watch a really long walk through the woods. And that poor man walked right in front of me. There's my car to the left, and then just coming through, and we're heading to it now. There we go. Pizza heaven. So I went to the pizza place and I got myself a Napoli pizza, which it's very rare to get Napoli pizza, like I said. It's got anchovies and olives and all those yucky things. And let's see what it's like. I love the fact that it's wood fired. I would have liked it to have a bit more topping, but yeah, it's tasty. Morning everyone. I crashed last night, very early as well. I lit the fire and had a couple of ciders, played on my guitar for a while, and then just needed to sleep. So I just got straight in bed. I woke up at one point and thought, oh, I need a drink. So I got up, had a drink, and then made myself a little coffee. Stayed up for about 45 minutes and then got back in bed and fell asleep again. I must have needed it. I must be tired. And it's just so nice to sleep outdoors and not overheat, and the tent has been worked really well. I slept with the bit open there with the mosquito net on because there's quite a few mozzies around. I've got a couple of bites already, and yeah, it's the best feeling waking up under a canopy of trees. You just can't beat it. Anyway, time to get myself up and make myself a nice brew. Hello again. So I left you with me making myself a cup of tea for the morning, and then my battery died. So I got myself up, dressed, went and found the shower facilities here, which I have to say were pretty spot on, perfect temperature, lovely big private space to get yourself sorted in. So yeah, just got to let my hair dry now because I'm going on a little trek today, and going to find some Neolithic stones. It's about half an hour walk from here, so it's not too bad. And yeah, that's my little adventure that's going to go. It's going to go very well, actually. So first of all, I need to have some breakfast, which will consist of baked beans and bread and butter, and a nice cup of coffee, and get myself ready. And I'm going to go off on my little hike. Really thankful for little steps. I'm walking down a really gnarly path. It's really steep and it's all right going down, but I've got to walk back up it in a little while, so that's going to be interesting. I'm dead excited. I'm getting real close to the stones now. And this is where I'm going. It's the first sign to say that I'm going to it. Yeah. Heaven!
In a quarter of a mile, continue on Coldrum Lane.
This is so pretty. Walking amongst, I think they're wheat fields, I'm not sure. Wheat or barley or something like that. It's just opened up all of a sudden. Amazing. So I'm basically there, very near. There's a little thing with information on it, and it basically says this monument, unique among a small isolated group in the Medway Valley, of all of which local Sarsen stone period, probably in the 3rd millennium BC. Wow, that's very old. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So here it is. It's beautiful. I love places where there's mystery and you don't know what put them, the real deep stories of all the people that were buried here and what they would think if they saw life now. Interesting one. What a view to be buried towards. Yeah, goes on for miles. So that walk, it's took me about half an hour to get here. It's not too bad. I didn't bring any water with me, and it was downhill, so I'm going to be taking a real gentle walk back, maybe take some photos along the way and just take my time, because it was a really steep hill at some points. All good though, I've made it here. It was worth the visit. It's so peaceful. Sometimes you just need quiet. I'll turn myself around. It's behind me, so that's my view at the moment. There's a little farm shop in Harvel, about a mile from the campsite. I might hop in the car and head down there. They've got little tea rooms as well. But I'm going to see what goodies they have on sale and just enjoy the rest of my day. What a trip I've been on. After I went to the Stones, I decided to walk back. I took a nice slow walk back because the hill was horrific. It was a massive challenge. It was fine. I had to stop quite a few times going up. I'm a bit out of shape at the moment. But the route that my sat-nav took me was different to the one where I came. So I ended up going down this almost like tractor route with really deep tractor tyre marks either side of me, walking through, dodging all the slippery mud. And yep, I did slip a few times, but hey, it's all part of the adventure. I did go through this real like spooky, creepy wood as well though. There was something quite scary and magical about it all at once. I was walking through and I could hear the trees creaking as they moved, and there was loads of spider webs around, so clearly not many people walked through this part of the woods. It was such a magical kind of route. It was very eerie. I felt like I was being watched, even though I wasn't. Or I don't think I was. Clearly, if I was being watched, they didn't make themselves present. But yeah, it was a really spooky little woodland that I walked through. And walking back, it did end up taking me to my car. And where I was planning on going along to the farm shop in Harvel, I thought I might as well go, seeing as I'm at the car now and I had my car keys on me. And my car had aircon, so it cooled me down all the way. Had a lovely little lunch there and had a little mooch around there, and then got in the car and I've just got back to camp, and it has felt like home sweet home. Time for a cup of tea. Good evening. So I've had a really good day. I've been on a hike and went to find the farm shop, and I've chilled by the fire. I've played my guitar, not very well might I add, and I've had a little nap. So I've just really chilled out. But it is time for tea now, and I did say I'd do finish it with me cooking. I can't believe this is nearly over. There's a bit of me that's ready to go home tomorrow. I've got a lot to deal with and a lot to get on with. But then there's the other side of me that just just love the outdoors so much. This isn't going to be my only solo camping trip. It's been really refreshing doing this video as well, because it's given me something to do. Oh, this is getting stuck. Oh dear. So much for non-stick while I'm doing this. And also, I want to be able to look back on it in time to come, just to say, yes, you've done this, girl. You went off, you pitched a tent all by yourself, dealt with the quiet, but also just kept yourself amused. I think the most challenging part in terms of the camp was chopping the firewood. I've got an axe, but I'm not a natural at it, but I managed it. A little bit different. I officially walked today 15,000 steps. 15,000! Now I did 10,000 yesterday and then 15 today. That's just amazing. I live in a flat, so to get out and about and building up that step count is something that really needs to be done more often. What's it? Oh yeah. Oh, that's rich. Oh, that's really rich. Tasty, but rich. But yeah, I'll definitely do this again. Might be nice to do it with some friends, but I actually quite like the peace of being on my own and doing my own thing when I want. Tomorrow I've got to be off site by 11. I'm sure it's 11ish. But when you're camping, you tend to wake with the sun anyway. Sleep with the moon, wake with the sun. So I'm bound to be up nice and early. And then I should get packed up and back to normality again. Thanks for viewing. If you got to the end of this, I'm dead grateful. I'm hoping to do more of these, just to give me some company while I'm doing these trips. And if it can give another woman the confidence to go off and do this on their own, and men, all men want to feel confident enough just to pack up a tent and go, then brilliant. Well, that cooked quick for the... This doesn't look very pretty. Ooh. Ooh. And I'm not gonna have you watch me take a bite out of this, because it's going to be discussed in the roast to watch, and there's nothing worse than hearing someone chewing.